how to feel your feelings. In this video, I want to show you a process that I do to go down into the feeling space. What happens is that a lot of us are stuck up in our mind, up in our head, thinking and analyzing and reasoning and essentially like living our life from our head. Like this is our main perceptor. And this has happened through a very strict process of indoctrination, essentially a programming that happened for us since school time, since we were born here, to live our life from our head. This was an evolutionary standpoint that really worked for us, for humanity, to survive and to essentially be able to sustain itself. In the last 6,000 years, we've been using our minds to survive and become more intelligent, become more reasonable, develop solutions and tools. And in that process, we have lost, we are at the peak point of that process, that evolutionary process, where our mind is essentially not serving us anymore in the way that it used to serve us before. And so it's ridiculous that I am making a video for how to feel. It is ridiculous because we are always feeling something. You are always feeling something. And we have become so disconnected from these feelings that I needed to do years of practice with a team of catching each other and catching each other when we are not feeling, when we are acting from our mind, and essentially doing all of these processes that gradually allows to go back into your feelings. And from after distilling all of this time of processing with my team, this is what I'm gonna bring you here. This is the process that really helped me to go down from being in my thoughts, in my mind, reasoning and in story world. Essentially, it was a fantasy world that I was living in because I was not in touch with what was going on down here. And for some people, this happens more than for others. So just check with yourself. Maybe you have a big capacity to feel. And this might be for somebody that is more numb, that is like more in their head. So just check with yourself, and maybe you even have some other things that you can bring into this space. So essentially, what I'm gonna show you in this video is a process that is called first position. It's called first position because it's the first position where we go to go into action, to go from there. It's like in martial arts, when you are standing in a specific position to start to face the opponent in a way. And in ballet, you also have this, like you have the plie. In flamenco, you have a certain position. So all of these different practices, they have a martial arts and dance practices, they have a specific position that they call first position. So for feelings work, also there is a first position. And the first step of this, and we're gonna go through this. So I'm gonna go through this as I'm sharing it with you. So it's gonna be a sort of a meditation of how to feel your feelings. And I'm gonna guide you through a meditation of this space so that you can start navigating into your body in a way that you can allow yourself to feel more of your feelings. And the more you are able to practice this in your daily life, the more you are gonna be able to start feeling, right? One of the practices that I did about this was I set up an alarm in my phone that whenever that alarm went on, I click my fingers and I will go into first position. I will go into this experiment that I will share right now. And right now I'm gonna take about, I don't know how long, but I'm gonna take some time to do it. And the more you practice this, the shorter that time can become, and you can essentially go into first position in a blink of an eye. or in the snap of your fingers. So keep practicing. So let's begin with the process of first position. I invite you to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath through your nose into your body, into the deep part of your body, into your center, your physical center. And allow this moment to just be small and be present. Just bring another breath of the air that's in front of you into your being, into your body. And feel free to close your eyes, feel free to keep them open. I would recommend, if it's the first time and if you are a lot in your head, that you close your eyes so that you can go into your inner journey, your inner world. Right now, I feel a lot in my head, so I'm gonna close my eyes and do this from this inner place. So close your eyes and take a deep breath. Sense how that breath is going deep inside of you, deep into your belly. Let it go deep to your core, deep to your center. And notice where your attention is. Notice where you're paying attention to. Where is your attention going? Is it going to the camera? Is it going to the TV? Is it going to a sound that is outside? Perhaps it's going to something that happened yesterday or the last week or a month ago. Perhaps it's going to something that's happening in the future, like a bill that you have to pay, or a test that you have to do, or something, a conversation that you have to have with your partner. And use this first part, start noticing where your attention is. Noticing that your attention has this power to go back into the past and into the future. It has the power to move into conceptual realms, like abstract things like projects, ideas, concepts. It has the capability of going to people, to go to your parents, to go to the president, to go to an artist. And you notice this capability of your attention to go back and forward. And by noticing your attention, you're essentially noticing where your attention is going. And keep breathing through this, keep breathing deeply, continue noticing your attention. At this point, you don't have to change anything other than noticing where your attention is. And take a time while I let this few seconds of silence. Where does your attention go after these 2 seconds? Perhaps it goes to wanting to change to another video, or wanting to do the next thing, or wanting to move on to something more productive. And this is going to be all the mind talking. Just allow yourself these next few minutes to go through this process of feeling. The next step is to gently start gathering your attention into the here and now. And for this, you use your intention. You use your intention to bring your attention into a small ball in front of your eyes. A small ball that is forming in front of your face, and this ball is formed with all of the density of your attention. That all of your attention is going to be landing here in this ball in front of you, the size of a grapefruit. And all of your attention you start gathering, whether it's in the past, in somebody else's, in the future, in this other thing that you want to do next. Bring it all into a small here and now, into this condensed ball of your attention. And wherever your attention goes, your energy goes. Wherever you're putting your attention, that's where your energy goes. So you're gathering a ball of energy in front of you by using your intention to gather your attention into a small here and now in the form of an energetic ball in front of you. And make sure you gather as much of it as you can, and you can use your hands even to bring these pieces that might be in the past, that might be in the future, that might be on your parents or on the family, on the community, and just allow for this moment to have all of your attention into this ball of energy, into this small here and now 3-second cycle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is a small here and now, and you gather all of your attention into this small here and now, where all of the stories, they fall out, all of the concepts and ideas, they fall out, and you are left with experiential reality. You're left with what is alive right now, the sensations. With this next part, you're gonna use your hands, your energetic hands, and your intention again to bring that ball of energy that you just gathered in front of you into your physical body. You're gonna bring that ball of energy that was in front of you into your physical center. And your physical center is located approximately 3 fingers below your belly button, in the center of your being, in between your hips. That is your physical center. This is your point of balance of your physical body. And you're gonna bring that ball of energy with your hands to your physical center. And you're gonna allow all of your attention to go deep down into your physical center. This part is located in between your hips, 3 fingers below your belly button. And allow all of your attention to land in there, to be in there. Allow your energetic center to inhabit your physical center. And keep breathing through this. Keep allowing the thoughts are gonna be there, and don't get stuck in the thoughts. You allow this attention to go into your deep center. This is the center of your physical body. This is your point of balance. When you are balancing your body in this center, there is a balance. That is your center, and this is your place of power. When you're moving from this place, you're moving with your whole body. You're not moving just with your head. You're not moving just with your arms or with your sex. You are moving with your whole body, is moving in that way, in that direction. And this is a sensation of being centered. The sensation of being centered is when you are inhabiting your physical body, your center, with your energetic body, with your energetic center. So this attention, that is your energetic body, inhabits your physical body, so that you can allow yourself to feel the different parts of your body, all of it. And this is a sensation of being centered, and this is the first step of going into first position. The next step is to ground yourself. Once you have your center, your energetic center is in the physical center of your body. I'm gonna move the camera so you can see it a little bit more. So your center will be somewhere located down here. Once you have your center, your energetic center, that ball that went deep into your center of your body, you snap your fingers like this to create a grounding cord to the center of the planet Earth, to the center of Gaia. So you snap your fingers, you declare a grounding cord that goes from the center of your being to the center of Gaia. It's molten red, this hot lava connected to this living being where you are standing on right now. So go ahead, you snap, you ground yourself into Gaia. And this is a grounding cord about this thick diameter, about 3, 4, 5 centimeters diameter, that it's flexible and it connects you to the planet where you're standing on. You can test this by trying to jump. When you try to jump, you are brought right back down from your center down to the center of the planet. And this is your grounding to the center of the planet. This is a two-way communication cord. So this allows you to receive energy and information from Gaia, from the planet Earth. She sends you energy and information about the space where you are at, the state of where she's at, about what she needs, about what she wants, about what is happening in the world. And it also has a connection that way, where your being has a way to send her information and energy, perhaps some excess of energy or some questions that you have or some information that you have. You can send that through your grounding cord. Your grounding cord has a quality to it. It's flexible, and sometimes it has texture. Sometimes it can have very things on it, and it has a color. And it's very important for you that when you declare your grounding cord with your fingers, that you declare the color of it. What color is your grounding cord? My color on my grounding cord right now is purple. And you can say it out loud. My grounding cord color is purple. And this allows you to not just be centered in your being, but also be grounded into the earth. So any excess of energy or any lacking of energy, it can be balanced and regulated with the planet where you're standing. The next step after this, so we've gone through centering, where you brought your attention from wherever it's had dispersed into a dense ball of energy, and you put it in the center of your body. We went to number 2, grounding, where you grounded yourself to Gaia. This is the final step, number 3, and it's creating your bubble of space. Your bubble of space is the space around you that is generated from the different movements and the different electromagnetic frequencies that are inside of your body. So for example, your heart is always in this motion. It's moving, it's contracting and expanding, and that's creating a motion. Your lungs, as you're breathing, they're expanding, and as you're breathing out, they are contracting. Your mind is also in a constant state of movement. There's electrons and electricity moving around and contracting and expanding. Your stomach too. And from all of this movement, there is these micro frequencies that create an energetic field around you. This could also be your aura, what they call your aura, your personal space, your bubble of space. And it also has a quality. Depending on how each one of your organs is vibrating, each one of your energy points is vibrating, it has a quality to your bubble of space. So for this third step, you're again going to use your fingers. You're snapping off your fingers, which this part is important, that you create that disruption field, that conscious creation of your bubble of space. Go like that, and it creates a disruption in the space that says, I am declaring my bubble of space. And in this declaration, there is not just I have a bubble of space, but like I'm declaring that I have a bubble of space. And same with the grounding cord. I'm declaring that I have a grounding cord. And through this declaration, you match that reality of the energetic field that you are creating around you. And this part is, you can sense your bubble of space with your hands. You can actually sense what's happening around you. You can sense if there is any holes. You can sense if there is energy being pulled from one place or another. And this allows you to create that distinction between your being, your feelings and your emotions, your thoughts and your ideas from the rest of the world. And this is the key part for feeling that when you create that bubble of space, that you're going to feel your feelings, that these are your feelings, and that you can feel that you can step into that. So this is your bubble of space. You snap your fingers, you create your bubble of space. This is the third and last step for this process. And this is the key for starting to feel. Now, as I'm speaking, I can sense that I have more clarity. I have more access to what's happening in this part of my body. It's not so much happening from inside of my head. And I have access to what is happening energetically in different parts of my body, where there might be holes in my bubble of space. And I can be more in touch with my pain, with the pain of feeling, with the sensations that are happening, with my pleasure, the pressures, where there is like tension in my muscles, where there needs to be relaxation, or where there is things happening in the body that before, when I was stuck in my head, I will not be able to feel any of that. So this is the first position, and this is how you can follow these 3 steps. Once you practice this a few times, you can really go center, bring your all attention, bring it into your center body, grounding, you snap your fingers, ground to my grounding color is purple, and snap again, you create your bubble of space. And the more you do this as an experience, not as a theory, not as a concept, not as something that is running in your mind, but actually taking the time to feel that, to feel the energy around you that you are generating, and how you are connected and grounded to this world. The more you do that, the more you get access to your authentic being, the more you are clear about what is your emotions and what is your feelings and what is other people's feelings. So the step after this is to have a sensation if you want to feel your feelings. How do you feel your feelings after this? You keep breathing and you focus your attention on the heart center. Your heart center is the center of your emotions. And in there, you can start sensing that there is different things happening. Already, if you did the process of centering, grounding, and creating your bubble of space, as I was guiding it, you already started to feel stuff, and you might already be sobbing, you might be crying, or super angry, or like really terrified or scared, or it might be such a big joy to be able to feel these feelings. So this is the purpose of feeling the feelings. And the next step is for you to start identifying what each feeling feels like. To start feeling, allow it to just feel, to just be expressed, to this thing that is happening here, to have a voice. It doesn't have to be in the form of words. Actually, most often it doesn't have words. It sounds. At first it starts like sounds. If you haven't done this work before, it's grunts, it's screams, it's sobbing, and it's like laughter, and it's kind of endless. Really, it's so big that it has that capacity to just, it has a sound. So this is how it first started, as sounds. A mistake that I see a lot of people do, and that I did a lot too, and that I still do, is that I start rationalizing and explaining and giving a story to my feelings. And this moves me right from feeling to the mind again. And if you experience that, bring it down again. Allow yourself to pause, to notice that there is that story that's happening, because it's important. This is where you start getting that connection between these two. And you start getting information. These are the stories that are happening. When I feel this way, these are the stories that are happening. Or when I think of this, these are the feelings that I start getting. And then you start getting that connection between these two channels. And you allow for feeling your feelings. You gotta allow that to be there. You allow yourself, and then you can start using, first is the sounds. Try not to go into the head. The first part is the sounds. Allow the sounds to come back. It could be And in this way, this is how feelings, you start noticing the feelings that are happening in there, that are authentic to like what is actually going on in there, and it's actually getting masked, putting a mask from the mind, masking what is happening in there. So you allow yourself to feel however long it is, however intense it is, however loud it is, to feel that. And when you're ready, if you're getting thoughts, you're getting clarity about what you're feeling, you can start using I feel sad because, for example. And you can use this for the map of 4 feelings, which is the primary feelings: anger, sadness, fear, and joy. You can use that those 4 items in your feelings. It's like a landscape, like different pillars: your anger, your sadness, your fear, and your joy. And you can start using these to notice inside of you, using one of those, which one are you feeling the strongest. Then you can say, I feel anger. I feel anger because I want to make this video. I want to make it possible for more people to feel their feelings. Or you can see if there is another feeling. Oh, I feel scared. I feel scared that I'm doing it wrong. I feel scared that I'm not ready. I feel scared that I'm not enough. And you can like really allow, after the sounds, after you have felt it at the full intensity, to allow this clarity to come and be expressed. And this is how you express your feelings. You feel your feelings and how the feelings feed your whole being. This is now like an experiential reality. It's not just a mental story. It's not just something that you are making up. It's something that you are feeling. And I'm gonna make another video about this, like why are feelings and emotions important for us, for human beings, and how is a essential language, is a core language, a core. It's like your mind, it's like your sex, it's like your digestive system. Like it has a purpose, it has a very powerful purpose, and it has so much intelligence. It has this capacity to get more in touch with the subtle energies. And in this world where we have been programmed and drilled into operating from our minds, somebody that has access to their feelings has access to a layer that many people don't have access to. And by you doing this practice, starting to feel your feelings, you're gonna start being able to feel other people's feelings. Like not to feel other people's feelings, but to see that they are feeling something. Everybody's feeling something at all times. And you can scan, you have this scanner. They're feeling sad, they're feeling angry. And of course, at first, it's great to confirm your assumption. If there is a like an idea of what they're feeling, never go like, you're feeling sad, or why are you feeling angry? Because it comes up as like something that you are pushing on them. So always like check your assumptions, check with yourself, do your work first with yourself, and start, because this is where the true value is, in starting to tune your feeling scanner. So you can scan, what are you feeling? Angry, sad, scared, or joy? And what intensity of feeling? Is it 0% or 100%? From 0 to 100%, what's the intensity that you're feeling? So this is the beginning part of how to feel your feelings. It went a bit longer than I expected, and this is the time that it takes for you to go down into the feelings, to drop down. And you can bookmark this meditation that you can do at any time, of how to go into your first position, because that's the first step. So I'll leave it at this, and there is so much more to be said and to explore, and I will be continuing exploring this in other videos. Thank you for watching. and I'll see you in the next time. Bye.